It is that time of week, gentlemen, where we look into the future and share bold headlines. We'll start with you, Sizzler.
I go Seattle stunned. Manziel grounds the Hawks.
What? What a homer pick.
It is not a homer pick. There's something going on with this Manziel
Wait, did
offense.
you just say this is not a homer pick?
It is
Browns
not.
fan?
I picked against Cleveland all year long.
But Seattle right now is playing better than any team in the league. And
That's why
Cleveland
it's a stunner, Greg. It's not as things happen as we expected in Seattle, Manziel. It's an absolute stunner. I agree. It would be outrageous, but I think they're going to spread players all over the field, do the best they can. They're going to let it hang out. Manziel is going to change the course of this season for Cleveland by pulling out the win. You heard it here first. I've gotten every one of these wrong. I'll probably get another one wrong.
They're going to spread Brian Hartline's backup all over the field.
Whoa, it takes so little for Mark to get back in on the Browns. One win and suddenly they're the best team in the NFL.
Wes, that was bold. Can
That's
you beat
going to be
it?
hard to top.
Yeah.
How about Dark Knight's perfect season spoiled by the Joker? Josh Norman has been calling himself the Dark Knight, shutting down number one receivers this year. But Odell Beckham, who's wearing Joker cleats,
Nailed it.
perhaps in anticipation of this battle, is going to blow up. And Eli has a history of beating undefeated teams late in the season.
I'm with you on this, Wes. I've
Very
seen
late.
some floating around in social media. Oh, maybe you shouldn't start Odell Beckham in your playoff matchup. Are you nuts?
That's crazy.
You start him
That's
against
crazy
everyone
talk.
as the best wide receiver on the planet.
And the Panthers are going to wipe the floor with the Giants.
All right, here's my headline.
Please.
Silver and whack. Packers' problems resurface.
Oh,
An ugly loss.
These are bold.
Yeah, I think that the Packers, despite them, I think they've won 2 of 3 or 3 of 4 now, whatever it is. Would I be shocked if they go into the black hole, the Raiders still have a pulse, and they give them trouble, and those offensive issues resurface? Derek Carr throws a few touchdowns, away we go.
And people can go to NFL.com to confirm that you picked the Raiders over the Packers.
Absolutely. You have my word.
We make our picks every week, and I don't, though. But if I did, I would be picking the Bears over the Vikings this week. Teddy, bridge over troubled waters. Teddy sinks against Chicago.
That was bad.
That's a horrible headline.
I think you probably had that headline earlier in the season,
That was
Wes,
really bad.
because you've got the lockdown on bad headlines. And the Vikings have a lockdown on a tough little end stretch where I think they're going to have some trouble and lose this game.
It would be very fight, and it would be very difficult the way the NFC playoff picture works for Minnesota to miss the postseason. But this would go a long way toward it. They got to lose out. We'll see. Those are the headlines from the future. Check out the Around the NFL podcast 3 times a week.